He is Spanish guy. Hey, Spanish learners. Today we're going to learn about weather. Our first expression, hace sol, it is sunny. Hace sol doesn't actually mean it's sunny. Hace sol actually means he is making sun. Remember, Spanish culture is based on religion. Their music, their art, even their language is based on religion. So in America, we're very secular. We say, it is sunny. But in Spanish, they say, he is making it sunny, hace sol. How am I going to remember that sol means sun? Well, think about the word solar energy. What does solar energy come from? Solar energy comes from the sun. So, hace sol, it is sunny. Let's look at hace calor, it is hot. Again, what it actually means is he is making it hot. Hace. How are we going to remember that calor is hot? Well, think about this. Is it hot in California or what? Let me say that again. Is it hot in California or what? So, hace calor, it is hot. Hace frio, it is cold. He is making it cold. How are we going to remember, Spanish learners, that frio is cold? Well, think about the word freezing, or frigid, or frozen. All those are cold things. So frio is cold. Now notice there's an accent over the I. When I was in Spanish 1, I thought of this as being like a blanket. If I'm freezing or I'm cold, I want to cover myself up with a blanket. So remember, hace frio has an accent over the I. Now, let's look at hace viento, it is windy. He is making it windy. How are we going to remember that viento is wind? Well, think about the word vent. A vent lets air into the room. Or the term ventilation. Ventilation is air circulating throughout a house or a room. Or if, God forbid, you're in the hospital and they have you on a ventilator, they're forcing air into your lungs. So, hace viento, it is windy. Here's an important chant, Spanish learners. If it falls from a cloud, you don't need hace. Let me say that again. If it falls from a cloud, you don't need hace. Well, Mr. Holt, what kind of a weather condition falls from a cloud? There are actually two. Rain falls out of a cloud, and snow falls out of a cloud. All right? Let's look at the word llueve. It's raining. Why isn't there an hace? Because if it falls from a cloud, you don't need hace. So it's llueve. Now, how do I pronounce that? Well, I point to myself and say, I a river, and I point at you and I say, you a bay. If I'm a river, I'm all wet, and if you're a bay, you're all wet. Now, Spanish guy, how are we going to spell this? How are we going to remember how it's spelled? Well, it's spelled L-L-U-E-V-E. It looks like the Spanish word nine, which is nueve. So here's the way I would remember it. Write 9, erase the line, now you've got it's raining. But Spanish guy, what does 9 have to do with raining? We've all heard the phrase, it's raining cats and dogs. How many lives does a cat have? 9. So again, write 9, erase the line, now you've got it's raining. Let's look at nieva, it's snowing. Spanish guy, why isn't there an hace? If it falls from a cloud, you don't need hace. And snow obviously falls from a cloud. So it's not hace nieva, it's nieva. How am I going to remember that nieva is it's snowing? Well, think about a desert. It nieva snows in the desert. Say that with me. It nieva snows in the desert. Or you can remember the happy Spanish song about snowing. It goes like this. N-I-E-V-A, N-I-E-V-A, N-I-E-V-A is how you spell it, snowing. Or not. For now, this is Spanish guy saying, remember to spay and neuter your pets.